What's poppin'? Welcome back to another video. Here with me, Arne Huschenbeth, and we are playing, as always, or as of late, Explorer Reno. And this time I'm not playing the first place regional championship list from Japan, which was the Giant Transmographer list I posted a couple days ago. No, we're playing the second place list, which is by Yuya Hosokawa. And he played blue-white standard control. And I recently did a video on blue-white Lotus Field. I was a bit disappointed with the list, with the approach of the deck, and so on. And some of you also said, just like I mentioned in the video, that hey, I could just put blue-white control again for a swing. And I mean, we have a new list here in front of us that just made second place of one of the biggest tournaments in Pioneer, in recent time. And it also plays 3 new cards, which is rather surprising, honestly. We have Get Lost, which I already played in the Lotus Field version of blue-white. Just clean removal, sort of the Fateful Absence, but also kills enchantments. So it can blow up like a Leyline Binding that has a Teferi under it, which is huge against Leyline Binding decks, of course. Gives 2 map tokens instead of a clue as the downside. So, red-black matchup, not the best card, because they're actually map tokens. Like these grindy mid-range matchups, I think where this card is the least good. Sort of like an aggressive fast deck. Maybe you just, because it's 2 mana and it's efficient enough, it's fine. Something like Greasefang, of course, or Spirits, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not super convinced by the card, but yeah. I'm gonna just copy-paste this deck list and go with that. We also have 4 copies of Restless Anchorage in here, which is like so extreme. Notably, no copy of Castle Ardenvale, Castle Vantris, or Hall of Storm Giants, which is all like, what is going on? No farmlands either. Just 4 copies of Anchorage. I mean, this card is not bad. You get for 3 mana a 2/3 flyer, and that also makes map tokens, can maybe cycle you a little bit through the deck. But it's sort of in that middle department of, like, it's for a blue-white aggressive deck. It's kind of cool to have another aggressive creature sort of in the land base, maybe. But like, for a blue-white control deck, what do you do with a 2/3 land that makes map tokens? It doesn't seem that appealing at first. For a deck like this, played as a 1-off or something, yeah, sure. But 4-off is like, I'm convinced this card is great. Well, Hosokawa made it to the finals, so he certainly proved that he can get there. And without the Hall of Storm Giants, noteworthy, very noteworthy. Hall of Storm Giants, I feel like, is one of the most impressive lands in blue-white control, and just playing 0 is quite the move. One thing to say though, if auto-translate is correct on that, I read Hosokawa's Twitter and he stated that he just put this deck together like right before the event and didn't have much practice with stock blue-white control. And he was just like, yeah, I like this, I like that, I want these cards, I want this amount of that, and then put this list together without much testing, as far as I understood his Twitter post, and came to the conclusion of this. So, genius move, maybe, like going last minute with this. Certainly panned out for him very well. But yeah, the question is, I guess, how refined is this list? Maybe not that refined, but nonetheless, the ideas that he put into it are could be of great use, and could be, like, for example, small things like no farewell, no temporary lockdown, but 4 verdict. I think lately you usually see like 3 verdict, maybe 2 verdicts, and a couple lockdowns in the main deck. 1 farewell often is in there, and he's just going with 4 verdict. The cleanest 4 mana answer, can't be countered, no questions asked. 4 deluge. I mean, I think most deck lists play 4 deluge, but some play 3s, some play even 2. Also a Behold in there. Anyways, like this, he's certainly making approaches that are interesting and noteworthy, like the 4 verdict thing, I guess, is the most obvious one. And then we come to the sideboard, which I already have open here for you guys. And the sideboard is quite crazy. Well, it really breaks what blue-white control sideboards usually look like, really. Like, we see 1 copy of Shark Typhoon, that's a common one, okay? But the rest is somewhat surprising. Authority of the Consuls is a sideboard card I haven't seen in a long time. what comes to mind with this one is that, yeah, it's pretty good against Boros Convoke, I guess. And Boros Convoke is a deck that he had on his radar, and then he wanted this against it. Narset's Reversal, pretty sweet against Lotus Field Combo, which isn't a deck in Explorer yet. But yeah, has some use cases, of course, in control mirror matches and against creativity decks. This is probably the slot that you might want to exchange in this format. Yeah, stuff like Thought Distortion, I guess, comes to mind. So if you're playing against the Discover deck and they have 4 Thought Distortion in the sideboard, then Reversal is an answer to that, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's that necessary to play this in Explorer. Yeah, then we have the Flanker, which is another new card, the third one, which is super weird, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like he must... I don't know. I can't really see this card being that good. So Graveyard Interaction is the big one on this card, right? Like, that's why it's in the sideboard, because it's a Graveyard Hate piece. But then we also have other Graveyard Hate pieces like Rest in Peace or Soul, like any of the colorless ones, right? That we could play over this, because I mean, you get the free one on top, but it costs 3 mana. It is only a one-time, like a Tormod script sort of exile target player's graveyard, so it's not even that incredible. It can gain some life, so I guess it comes in against red decks. Maybe against some creature decks, you're happy with a free one that scries 2 and gains 2 life. I mean, the first ability is completely wasteless because you don't play creatures. I guess you can bring it in a control matchup. Just have a free one, scry 2, gain 2 at instant speed, exile some Memory Deluges. Maybe that's what it's there for. It's sort of this flexible thing that I can bring in against other control decks that also works against, you know, Greasefang and all the other graveyard relying decks. Interesting for sure. And then another bold decision for Portable Hole, 0 copies of Temporary Lockdown in the 75, which is pretty bold, I would say. A reason, if I would try to reason for him, is that Temporary Lockdown, while incredibly powerful against some of the decks in the format, also puts a ticking time bomb into play, especially post-board, because I feel like most decks have sideboard options against Temporary Lockdown that are very susceptible to Temporary Lockdown. And then if they blow it up and get all their stuff back, even like in your end step when they do it with like Destroy Evil or maybe Get Lost nowadays, yeah, you're really blown out. So I can see that being the reason to just say like, yeah, I don't want the lockdown. I'm going for 4 Verdict as my clean way of wiping the board, nothing coming back. But because, I need something in the early game still, I'm going to go with Portable Hole to survive. And Portable Hole, costing 1 mana, much less risk involved, of course, if you compare it to the Temporary Lockdown, but also much less powerful. Like, against Boros Convoke, are you happy to Portable Hole Voldaren Epicure? You're surely not. So, I don't know. But yeah, against stuff like Spirits, it's likely better than Temporary Lockdown, actually, because counter spells. And then against humans, it is pretty good as well. I mean, 1 mana kill all their cheap stuff. Temporary Lockdown is great there too, but Portable Hole is a bit better against specifically a turn 2 Talia, so that is a plus in favor of Portable Hole. Then we have 3 copies of Summary Dismissal. So usually in that type of slot, you'd see some Disdainful Stroke, maybe 1 copy. A 4th Veto is often in there. Mystical Dispute. But yeah, Hosokawa just went with 3 Summary Dismissal, which is quite interesting. Discontinuity is also one of the options you could play. Just saying, basically, no questions asked. I want to have an answer for Hullbreaker Horror, Thought Distortion, Chandra Awakened Inferno, of course, and what's the other big one? I guess Shark Typhoon would be the other big one. End of turn, Shark Typhoon. Summary Dismissal just says nope. Yeah, Summary Dismissal. Clean, does the trick. 4 mana is a bit expensive. Yeah, a bit of a wild one too, honestly, but I guess fundamentally what people bring in out of some of the, decks in the format is this uncounterable stuff. And Summary Dismissal just says no. So I can see that. I can see the Summary Dismissal, even though 3 seems like a lot. Like 2 is okay, I guess, but 3 is like, yeah, we're doing it. But maybe it is correct, but because, you know, like in the end, you just lose to those cards, and you just want to have Summary Dismissal. So, bold move, but paid off. He found himself in the finals only losing to the Transmogrify deck, which I would think is a good matchup, but that's another topic. And yeah, let's play some blue-white control. All right, we're playing first. What do we got? Yeah, I can buy. Oh, I didn't even mention the one Soul Partition. Yeah, he just wanted really a lot of cheap removal, I guess. To be fair, the regionals was a bit of a weird tournament, because there was a lot of you know, fear of the Discover deck of Quintorius or, you know, the other one. And I guess both Get Lost and Soul Partition are very good against the Discover deck because, you know, Quintorius goes minus and then you kill the Quintorius, so they get a copy of nothing. And the other one, yeah, you just kill. It doesn't work with the Carnosaur. The Carnosaur is too expensive, but you kill one of the other guys, the 3/2 with the evolution on top, and then, you know, works as well. And even against the Carnosaur, if you kill the Carnosaur, then they can't Glasspool Mimic. They have to hit Appraiser. Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna get Dovin's Veto. Very happy to have drawn the Veto there. Oh my god, that was the best draw. Ah, beautiful. I mean, we drew Veto for the Bankbuster into the Memory Deluge. Absolutely nasty. Yeah, now I don't feel like I want to kill this. Ugh. I think I will leave it. I will leave it around. Change the equation is also a nice one. Counters all the Discover things. The Carnosaur, Quintorius, the 3/2. And yeah, good against Rakdos midrange. Good against mono green. Lots of things it can counter. And I also believe there's a ban announcement coming. Pretty sure about that. The video might go up actually after the ban announcement is already out there. But yeah, I think the ban announcement for Pioneers, they sort of like hinted at it, will also mean that cards will be banned in Explorer. It's usually how it works. So let's see. You probably know it already because the video will go up after it, if it happened, which, you know, I think it will happen. Anyways, where are we right now? What do we want to do? We could change the equation, or we could just deluge. My hand is pretty repetitive. I don't know if I want to change the equation to duress. What is going on, by the way? They're starting with double duress against my blue-white control deck. It's pretty brutal. This is an interesting spot. I think I'm just gonna delusion respond. I just like using my mana. I'm just gonna take the 2 big hitters. Pretty happy about that. And now they have a tough choice to make. Either Teferi or Wandering Emperor. And like at this point, lands are good draws because we have the delusion in the graveyard. And we have a stacked hand. We have enough time to, like, we can buy ourselves enough time. So I like the position here. Teferi gone. Another Harvester. Alright. 2 cards left. Field of Ruin for the Den of the Bugbears. Definitely very welcome. I think I'm just gonna take 6. They missed a land, so they have 2 spells at the very least in hand. I could play the Emperor. Making Emperor and making a Samurai is just very nice in this spot, but it also kind of enables something like Bone Crusher Giant to do, you know, more than just being a 4/3. I guess it will enable that anyways. I think I'm just gonna take 6. I'm gonna play it patient. I'm at 11, it's fine. I'm gonna gain 2 more life with the Emperor. I'm kinda hoping they play a Shieldred. Alright, sure. With only 1 card left in hand, if it's exactly Bonecrusher Giant, I would be a bit sad. Because then I would play the Emperor, and they could instantly kill it. And I can't use my change the equation. I'm gonna make Samurais here. I want to make more value out of my Emperor. Okay, looks like it is not. Bonecrusher Giant. And now I feel pretty comfortable. Yeah, I'm really not sure about the Anchorage. I just don't see that many great use cases. I guess you can like turn 6, 7, you can start hitting. Making map tokens while still holding up Absorb, Veto. I don't know. Block, block, and now I'm gonna use one of the removals. I'm not quite sure which one. Maybe this Petition. Cool. And if they play it again, I'm just gonna counter it. Alright. That's fair. Now they don't have creatures to put the map on, which is kind of nice. Okay. I mean, I've been drawing absolutely perfect this entire game. I'm just gonna counter the Harvester and then blow up the Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, this game is... I don't even know how to lose now. I mean, a Shieldred surviving, I guess. Could be a way to lose. Sure. Get Lost and Temporary Lockdown is a bit of a combo, right? Because you do get rid of these map tokens. With a Lockdown. And Temporary Lockdown is just in general very strong against both red-black decks. I mean, especially like Harvester, Bankbuster, the various tokens, the Goblin Shaman. And then against Rakdos Sacrifice, it hits the Oven, it hits basically everything besides Devil. And yeah, I mean, yeah, so it seems just, I don't know. Foregoing that card just seems wild to me. Of course, it is vulnerable to enchantment destruction, but still, it's so powerful. Yeah, opponent can't be feeling good about this game. This is like the most comfortable I've felt against Rakdos midrange in a long time with a blue-white control deck. Yeah, I mean, control decks are hard to beat when you draw exactly perfect. When it just lines all up, right? Like, because the control deck has the better late game options often, right? Like Memory Deluge, Shark Typhoon, etc. Okay, well, Kolan's Command in the main deck. Opponent making some unusual main deck choices. Couple Duresses, Kolan's Command, they're really in for the grind. And a Bonecrusher Giant here too. Fatal Potion. Could start attacking with the land. It's much better to use the mana here for Deluge. Alright, not bad. Teferi and a Shark Typhoon, easy. There you go. Yeah, this game should be over by now. I could have attacked first. It doesn't really matter that much. It's giving him less information on the blocking decision, which, yeah, I assume they didn't want to block anyways. Alright, I mean, now we have a 2-3 blocking the Shaman, I guess. Yeah, lines up well there. I'm just trying to figure out if this card has any playable, you know, I'm just like putting it to the test. Thinking about it a lot. That's what I do when I try to learn how good cards are. Just think about them in various situations, or just see them in situations. You know, if I didn't have the Samurai, I would have a 2-3 blocker here that lines up well against, you know, the most played card in the format, so that's something. Right, the map tokens, true. Totally forgot about those, if I gotta be honest with you. Kinda annoying here, no? I could try to double block, but first I'm gonna take a sip of water. You probably heard those, like, swallowing noises. The microphone is right in front of my mouth, after all, for reasons. Anyhow. Yeah, you know, stay hydrated, guys. It's important, I tell you. Okay, so I could try to go for a double. And keep up may disappear, basically, sort of. But they're gonna kill the land, right? So I think I'm just gonna make a shark. With the Teferi in play, I don't care if anything resolves here, because I can just -3 in the case I have to. I'm just gonna trade. Looks like they have something. I could have also just taken 2. Yeah, maybe that would have been better, actually. I could have just taken the damage. Like, just let the Teferi go to 2. Keep up counter magic, be happy. Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna do that. They kept the card on top. Yeah, this game is super over. Yes. So we can bounce here. And activate the Anchorage. Get this over with a bit quicker, and then I can Shark, untap Anchorage, and land. Alright. Fancies. That's the card you kept on top. Okay. Keeping Fancies on top. Against the active Teferi. Not sure that's wise. Okay, red-black, mid-range. I think Portable's probably good here in some numbers. Like, I don't love some of these effects here. The sideboard doesn't have much to offer, to be fair. I mean, we don't think I want to play that card. It's nice against Kroxa specifically, but yeah, you can play Shark Typhoon and Portable Hole, I guess. Kinda want to cut more Get Lost. Really not a great card. I feel like 4 Verdict do the trick pretty well. Okay, I think I like Veto. I like the 2-mana counter spells. I think Absorb is a bit clunky, so I'm gonna play on the draw here 3 Portable Hole. Maybe I should play 4. Opponent plays Misery Shadow, Harvester, Bankbuster, Goblin Shaman. I'm gonna try 3. 4 seems a bit excessive because, yeah, they could have a draw where, you know, they just don't have many 2-drops, and if you draw multiples, it's getting awkward. It's a bad top deck later on, probably as well. Not the greatest hand, but I don't like mulliganing in this matchup. All these Anchorages definitely nicer than Hall of Storm Giants in this matchup, I guess. Because, you know, Hall of Storm Giants dies to a Fatal Push and cost you 6 mana to activate. Sure, they pay also their price. They have to pay 3 more, but that's like fine for them to do in the late game when you pay like 6 to activate a Hall to try to block or whatever. The Anchorage is a bit cheaper, can block like Harvesters, Den of the Bugbear, Goblin Shaman. Doesn't block that much though. Doesn't block Shieldred or Trespasser, Bonecrusher. Opponent ripping my hand apart. This time, no Veto off the top, but Memory Deluge, pretty good as well. Hopefully no Fable. Ooh. Well, that's a reason to play Get Lost again. Yeah, pretty good one. Opponent's low on cards though. I can at least play a Shark to attack the Lily here. Ooh, more new cards. When it attacks, you draw a card, but your opponent gets a 1/1 when you have less life. Right, that's sort of how this works. Each player discards, sure. Drop it. I can also attack the Lily with the Anchorage. So they draw a card, but I gain life. Also pretty good against... Hey, do I want to attack with the Anchorage? Do I just want a Memory Deluge? I think I want a Memory Deluge in this spot. Lily becomes very annoying when they don't have a hand anymore. But the Preacher... No, probably have to counter that. So I get a 2/2 here. Sorry, a 1/1. Slightly annoying for them. Opponent's gonna plus. I think I'm actually gonna discard the Memory Deluge here. Oh wow. Okay, interesting. Welp. Wait, what? Am I stupid? Oh, okay, I read it wrongly. So, if I have less life than them, I get a 1/1. Okay, I read this card wrong. Yeah, so when they attack me, but they have less life. No, when they have the most life, they get they draw cards, and otherwise they get 1/1s. When they have less life, they get 1/1s. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm just gonna Teferi plus. I'm wondering if I should... I guess... Teferi plus isn't that awesome against the Lily after all, but... Yeah. Should I attack here? Should I try to block? Interesting spot. I could have also like minused on one of these. Oh my gosh. You're trying out some new cards, huh? This card is not particularly good though. It's a nice 2-drop, but yeah. So you get another 1/1. So the best draw I could have is clearly Supreme Verdict. I mean, ah, frick. Okay, cool. Well, that was easy. Oh, beautiful. Just gotta let the universe know. Not too bad of a draw either. But my card draw engine is a little bit more efficient than theirs. I don't think I want to Field of Ruin any of these. And the Encourage. Oh, decisions, I guess. I could activate Encourage or I could Deluge. This will go. Think I'm just gonna Deluge, honestly. I made a mistake there though. I should have blown up one of these because I get an untap land and then I can untap 2 lands. It's just like I go to 7 again. Okay, so they didn't activate first, so they must have drawn a card they couldn't play. So it's like a Shieldred, right? Or like some weird removal. That was their first draw, because otherwise they would have just played the land or a cheap creature or a discard spell and then activate Liliana. So they must have drawn something expensive. I think I'm just... I mean, I guess... If I Deluge in response, they could get me with a discard spell here. I think I just let the Veto go. Who cares? Like, in 7 cards, I'm probably gonna find 2 better than Veto. If I find 7 lands, sure, I'd rather have the Veto in hand. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. This got Harvester. So that was their second draw. Okay. Well, Portable is kind of nice here, and Deluge is nice, so... Yeah. And at this point, I'm just gonna tuck away the Lily, Portable Hole, the Bankbuster, and be pretty happy. All things considered. I could blow up this Castle Longtwain. I think I'm gonna do it in the upkeep, I guess. Although, I could also find me a Veto or a counterspell with the Deluge. Okay, I'm gonna chill. It's like if they play land pass, they can activate the Longtwain, but I think like if that's their play this turn, the game is done. So I'll let them have that option, which I could have denied them, but it's fine. The more I think about it, like if you do that for this turn, I'm gonna activate Teferi, cast Deluge. It's done. It's done. Pretty clean victory here. The verdict came pretty well. Oh wow, wow, holy cow! Ha! Pretty clean victory, he says. He says. Oh my gosh! Whoa, that's insane. That's literally insanely good. Damn. Yikes. I mean, I'm still gonna win, I think. But that was good. That ain't bad. Ay, ay, ay. Mamma mia. So I have 2 more Portable Holes in my deck. I could look for one of them. Because I'm playing as red-black, and red-black loves to play discard spell, I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna rush things here. I also get that Lily back soon. I'm just gonna chill. Like if they're drawing a discard spell, I think one of the cards is maybe Shieldred in hand, and the other one could be a discard spell. Then they can only get my... That's also kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna let him have it though. Wow, I did not think they could come back there. Veto, Portable Hole, Wandering Emperor. I'm just gonna take the Veto and the Portable Hole here. Portable Hole for that over there. I think I'm just gonna play the land. I have 3 Anchorages in play. I'm just gonna, you know, could also shuffle away the Lily actually. Do I want to do that? I think I'm okay with them drawing Lily, honestly. It's been a fun game. It's been a fun game. Yeah, they're checking the Anchorage. It's a 2-free. It's a 2-free. Maybe they the card they drew was a Coolhands command. And that's why they activated, because they didn't want to... Nah, that wouldn't make sense. You would just Coolhands command and then discard, I think. Like, discard, get back a creature. I think they have a Shieldred in hand. That might be the way to victory here. Try to just... Oh no, Bone Crusher Giant. I do Res. Okay. And then play Lily minus. Okay. I guess I counter. I should have used the Anchorage mana here because that's one that one's gonna die. Yeah. Could try to find like a make disappear. I have only one in my deck. Could also just blow up one of these lands. I'm rather gonna blow up one of these lands and then cast my Behold. Instead of like trying to look for a make disappear that is just a one-off. Oh, you make me discard. I have just triple the amount of lands than my opponent. And triple Anchorage as well. Opponent's hanging in there. That Coolhands command was strong. But I don't see how they ever get out of this situation. This is just, I have way too much value. At this point, to change the equation, probably a fine keep. Yeah. I think with these two, I should have most things covered. Although, wait a minute, that was kind of loose because that was definitely loose. I should have kept the. The verdict around. Right, because they do have that 2/2, which is coming 100%. I already know that. I don't have an answer for it right now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. This was the game where I top decked the verdict, right? Yeah. Okay, opponent has seen enough. Not bad. Good showing. 4 verdict is great for this matchup. And I guess Get Lost gets rid of pesky Liliana of the Veils. At least. Yeah, not bad. Play first. We're playing Karuga, which is either a Discover combo or Fires. This hand is. If it's Discover combo, the 2 verdict are pretty bad. If it's Karuga Fires, 2 verdict are okay, but like not great. I think I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is Veto, certainly something I like to see. Now the question is, do I want to keep the verdict around? Or do I want to trim like a land here? One also took a mole. Be okay to keep the verdict around. I'm not super confident. If I want to draw, I easily do this, but on the play, you know, you do want to make your 4th land drop. That one's pretty important to enable, you know, all your 4 drops. Steam Lens. Probably Discover deck, right? Yeah. I'm not super sure how many basics they run. Guess I'll probably just find out here. So I have to be aware of instant speed torrential Gearhawk. Something to have on the radar. Yeah, I'm just gonna find out. You have basics. Yep. So they can Connoisseur me next turn. which I will unfortunately have to let resolve. Well, never mind. Never mind. Just kind of funny. I could actually counter the Titan, right? Surveilling. Wow, that's bold. So, let me think. I can just counter the Titan and then wipe the entire board with a verdict, right? If they find Torrential Gearhulk with that, would be rather annoying. So that one is not so easily, you know, wipeable. And I think Veto doesn't have great targets. So I'm just gonna use it there. Even though I didn't know my opponent was actually gonna hit something. But yeah, I think Veto is kind of lackluster in this matchup, so. Would love to play this and find a land. But I think that's too risky. They're putting 2 pathways on black. I hope they don't run Fort Distortion. Just a pass, which actually could be Torrential Gearhulk. Which that would be problematic. Okay, well. It's not Torrential Gearhulk, making me pretty happy. It's just a 5-4. Cool. I can live with that. Just gonna take lands. I have this Deluge in the graveyard. So they fetched 1 mountain. But maybe they're out of it. Maybe that's it. Just take away the Confluence. Like, Life Total is not important, and this could actually make green mana, which could come up if they've drawn Eldritch Evolution. You know, things. I guess the Veto isn't that bad, because you can always counter the Evolution when they try to combo. Yeah. Yeah, this was just a risky thing. Like, if they hit a Gearhulk or a Carnosaur, things get annoying. So I could Eiganjo. I just don't care. Like I can go to 15. Do I get lost this? Probably, right? I could, if I get lost it, I should have done it before taking the damage. Yeah. I'm a bit worried about the Gearhulk. I don't know, maybe I'm playing too passive. Maybe I should just get lost and then Deluge aggressively here if they go Gearhulk now. So they have double mountain, by the way. Field of Ruin, not that great. They have Opus, and I don't have anything for that. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Well, I'm taking a bit too much damage, I think. Or am I? Maybe I take... Nah, I think it's fine, actually. Yeah, it's fine. Just gonna Eiganjo, Karuga. They could bounce it. I think Consigned to Oblivion bounces both. Maybe that's the reason to kill the 4/4, because they can't bounce that. So what I'm thinking to do here is just let him get everything and then Verdict. Counter the Titan. There's the Evo. Yeah, I think that's the play. They have a huge board, I'm just gonna verdict it. And then they have nothing left in the deck. Besides maybe Gear Hulk and Opus. Yeah, they do have They do have Gear Hulk in their deck. And Mimic. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I could kill the Consuls, but I'm pretty happy. They just put everything to the board and then I change the equation. I think that should work, right? I hope I'm not missing something. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm actually missing something. Although, yeah, I have to counter the next evolution, basically. That's what I have to definitely do. Because evolution... I can't counter the Titan. The Titan will never go on the stack, so I have to counter the evolution and then stop it here. Alright. Although, oh no, it's second main phase actually, wow. I'm hella confused now. It was second main phase. I could have just let him do everything. Huh? How are you gonna kill me, bro? Doing the second main phase against a deck with Verdict? That's just wild. And then they played a Mimic and didn't copy anything? Huh? Huh? I'm so confused. Well, now we have Veto for Opus. So that's good. I'm gonna Shark here because I want to have 7+2. Which is not... Actually, am I stupid? No, it's 9. Yeah. For 1 second I thought I only had 8 mana and then the Shark would have been definitely not smart. Oh, funny. I'm going to 5 and they burn me with that. I could veto it. So... You have 2 Opus in the bin and 1 exiled? No, just 2 in the bin. Funny. Yeah, I'm too scared about the Opus, so... I'm gonna use the mana to do this, but... They also have, I'm just taking the card draw here. They also have the 5 damage spell, of course, which with the second blue, everything's enabled. So they can just deal 5 to my face at instant speed for a cheap 7. So I gotta be careful to not get burned out. Yeah. Definitely good that I didn't counter that Bedazzle card. Alright, I need more counter spells. Alright. So they have 4, 8, 9. So technically speaking, they can just outburst me again. Well, nothing I can do about that. Alright. Oh no, they're thinking about... Okay. Okay, now I can just respond to an expensive spell with Emperor and then make disappear. Sacking the Samurai. Oh, looks like they have Opus. They could have... Oh no, they have another one of these. I see. I got a 1. Yeah, I mean... I got a 1, that's it. That's fine. I need this counter for something important, you know? Not for something that just puts me to 1 and kills a land. That doesn't matter too much. Yeah. Oh, wow. Close. So damn close. Whew. They needed one more land and they would have gotten me there, which is kind of insane to think about. Crazy. Ah, oh, absorb and another deluge. Yeah, keep both. Okay. Wow. Let's pop this deluge right away. Veto land. Alright. Wild. 6 mana, 2 counter spells. Yeah, I should be good now. Sure. So you can see like the entire deck now. They have nothing left. They have they don't have many bounce. They only have one of the turtle, huh? Daddy in the house, and at this point this game is in the books. I don't think I'm able to lose with double counter. Yeah. Alrighty. Whew. Crazy. Ay. Okay. Well, this sideboard is prepared. We have Summary Dismissal and 2 Narset Reversal, which, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay. Okay. So, they usually have like a bunch of, you know, uncounterable 6 mana cards, so in the sideboard, that is really what we're worried about. Flanker, Shark Typhoon. Already of the Consuls. That even stops the combo, which is kind of funny. Everything comes into play tapped, and all of a sudden Verdict is live. Yeah. Interesting. How good is Veto? Feels like in the end game, Veto is kind of important against the big spells, at least in that game. I'm thinking Verdict, Emperor, Soul Partition, Get Lost. Those are sort of the cards that we can trim. Opponent doesn't really have counter. Nah, they might have the turtle, the 3 mana counter. So like I was thinking about Teferi. I think Teferi is good though. Like, right, Teferi you slam, then you hold up counter match and you win the game pretty easily from there on. I'm just gonna trim. I feel like Emperor seems pretty bad. Trim a couple verdicts for sure. I think get rid of the petition. Maybe get rid of 1 Get Lost. Get Lost is kind of nice because it does disrupt the combo. It also kills Chandra. Or any other, like Hullbreaker Horror or whatever. Maybe this is a bit better to keep them. Shark Typhoon isn't bad either. Maybe I just get rid of the Emperor. I don't know about the Verdict, honestly. Like, it's a bit weird. It's like you can let them combo and then Verdict the entire board, which is kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know about the Authority either. I think it's a bit too gimmicky. Because in the end, if they get a good board position, you still have to, you know, kill the board. So, like, if they get a huge board, sure, you gained like 6 life and they can't kill you in that turn, but they're going to kill you in the next turn. So, Authority is probably more for Convoke than it is for this matchup. This hand seems fine. I mean, I have maybe one of the best cards in the matchup, at least in game 1, twice. I'm just hoping they don't Font Distortion me, I guess, on turn, I don't know, too early. Don't do it too early in the game. Can't really Behold here because I could just die on turn 3. Like, do the foretelling. Bit annoying that I don't. Yeah, this is a good start for them. I hope they don't have the distortion. Oh man, they're playing so fast. I think they have. Oh my gosh, that's some sick. That's some sick stuff. Yeah. Welp. I think I'm gonna get rid of the blue. Yeah, maybe I was meant to mulligan to like a Narset reversal. That's crazy, right? But I guess that's why you play Narset reversal. I could have foretelled the thingy, right? That would have been, if I would have done that on turn 2. Yeah, it would have been risky because, you know, I don't actually know if I... If they have the turn 4 kill, yeah, the turn 3 kill, so it's tough. But of course, having the Behold after Fort Distortion would have been a lot better. That even might have been a misplay to kill the Karuga, but I think it's okay. It's like, if they now have Appraiser, I could... No, if they have Karuga in play, I mean, the Appraiser finds them Evolution and they can just go off with the Karuga, so... They have Opus. No. What is this? Oh, Gear Hulk? Okay, I'm gonna give up to that. Yeah, GG. That, like, I have freelance play. I'm not beating Opus and Gear Hulk. Okay, that was pretty impressive. Starting to think that Verdict maybe is not that great. Maybe you want the Flanker to make these Gear Hulks worse? That was crazy. That was pretty good. Yeah, turn 4 Fort Distortion on the play. This just Narset Reversal. And my hand was so brutally bad against it. I had 7 spells. I mean, the most juicy Fort Distortion there could ever be. And this hand, again, kind of risky. Although, if I hit my land drops, I have the Summary Dismissal on turn 4. Hoping that my Shark Typhoon will find me the lands. Yeah, that was a juicy Fort Distortion. Turn 4, exile 7 spells. Brutal. Brutal. Okay, this means they can't go off on turn 3. Which might mean I don't need to Shark Typhoon. There's the 4 Anchorages in my deck, so I better just look for it now. I don't want to draw an Anchorage on like turn 4. I want to draw it right now, to play it right now and have the Field of Ruin for turn 4. Man, if I'm losing this because I don't hit that 4th land, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Oh man, this is so brutal. They could do the same again, and I can't really play a land because I otherwise just die to the combo. Oh man, I have another turn, to be fair. It looks like they don't have any treasure makers. Okay. Just going for an Appraiser like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna get lost that. Oh wait, they can draw the card they find. Yeah, maybe I should have countered it. Like, what are they gonna take? Like a Glasspool Mimic or an Evo? They found an Evo, they can put it in their hand. Yeah, sure. There's Anchorage. Well, they can't combo, right? So, I mean, they can't combo, but they can also not Fort Distortion, so I'm kind of okay here. Alright. Do I blow up this Mana Confluence? Why wouldn't I, right? They don't even have the mana for the Fort Distortion, maybe. What? They make green end of turn? Oh, they have Regrowth. They have the turtle. I'm gonna regrowth an Appraiser. But now I don't even have to worry about the Fort Distortion, which makes me wonder. I still have to worry about Chandra though, I guess. I was thinking about foretelling this, but a Chandra would get me pretty badly then. What do I have? Get Lost, and I'm at 20. Maybe I should have foretold there. Because I really need to get my land drops going. And if they start deploying a thing a turn, I'd rather, you know, have this foretold. I should have thought about this a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, here, if I would have foretold, it would have been so much better. Damn it. And the Chandra... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it now. Kinda sucks, of course, to do it now. Also, they could have black now. Oh my god. Oh, they didn't have the black. I played this game so badly. Looks like I'm not getting punished. They might have creative outburst my face. I think that's fine. Definitely not Teferi. Okay, so I could play my Teferi. No, I'm never gonna do that. That's way too risky. What am I discarding? So this is just a 5/6 vanilla. Okay, that's fine. Just get rid of a Deluge, I guess, yeah. Could get rid of the Teferi because it's not an instant. I think this is okay. Concoct. Alright. They're starting to get me out of counter spells. I'm hoping for them to crack a map here and then I get lost this thing. Alright. How's its reversal? With that, I'm pretty safe, I think, this way. Like, I have the get lost for the combo. Okay. We'll make that easier. I have reversal for distortion, and I have... Yeah, okay, this game is over. And I have get lost for Chandra.
We need to move quickly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. Make some land drops. Flanker. Sure, why not? Beautiful. Beautiful. 2 Memory Deluges down here. I can reversal that. So what are you gonna get back? A Consuls? I mean, I don't have creatures. If you get a Consuls back... Oh, wow, I have this as well. 2 cards. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Exile their graveyard. And try to find something. I guess the worst thing that could happen to me here is if they find Opus and Gyalk. That'd be pretty rude. They found nothing and kept all 3 on top? All 3 on top. Oh, and then conceded. Okay, that makes somewhat sense. Okay. Whew. Well, yeah, I mean, this build of blue-white control certainly has like all the tools for discovery. Combo, right? It has the reversal and the dismissal and the 4 copies of Get Lost in the main deck. Yeah, I mean, this matchup is clean and good, and that's what Hosokawa was going for, right? He just wanted to have this matchup to be good, because in the end it turned out to be like 35% of the meta game out of nowhere, right? So yeah, good call from Hosokawa for sure for that tournament. Play first on the play a 3rd time in a row. Oh, lucky. Alright, looks good. Celestial Colonnade, man, that land was insane. Encourage, not quite like that. Okay, it's the Convoke deck. We're getting some good matchups here to test. Convoke, one of the strongest decks right now. Discovery combo. Also in the mix these days. Good testing here in the gold queue. At the beginning of the December. Yeah, I would like not to see that resolve. But yeah, if I would have been on a draw, I might have been already toast here, because they would have had, like, you know, Loxodon in play. and accompanied by 4 2-power creatures. So I'm just gonna Shark Typhoon already, maybe? Make it 1/1. I think I need to dig a little bit. I need to find stuff. So yeah, I could have played this tapped, but just leave my options open. Seems Gucci. Seems like they don't have another Gleeful. They don't have any more 1-drops. So their hand is maybe big 4/4s, Recruiter, Reinforcements. Looks like Reinforcements. Yeah, this is a pretty obvious Reinforcements. Passing with 3 mana up makes sense. Okay. Well, but that also makes me... This majorly sucks. Like, I needed to draw a spell here. Because this makes me think they have a 4/4 in hand. Because they would have gone Reinforcements turn 2 if they wouldn't have had a... Like, it wouldn't make much sense to go Gleeful turn 2, I think. If you have Resolute in hand and you don't have a 4/4. But if you do have a 4/4, you do go Gleeful on turn 2. So I'm pretty certain they have a 4/4 in hand and have no way of preventing that 4/4 from hitting the battlefield next turn because I have a bunch of lands in hand. So I'm going to be toast if I don't draw something. And I'm literally just left with lands. Yeah, I'm just toast here, I guess. Yeah. And I can't disrupt this. I can't kill one of these. They can still Convoke. I just have to hope they don't go for the 4/4 because they're scared. But like when you're playing Convoke against blue-white control, you just gotta slam. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do that. Make at least one of these lands useful. They can crack the clue. No, they're happy with that because they traded a 4-mana card for a 1-drop, and now they get to resolve, you know, Loxodon or Knight Errant. Knight Errant even better because it plays around Verdict better. I just found one thing at least. Okay, that's something at least. Yeah, pass. Opponent didn't make a 4th land drop, so the hand is loaded. Everybody. Everybody, yeah. Huh. I'm a bit surprised by that. I'm not gonna make a 2/2 here to block a Frame Inspector and then kill this later. Kinda tempted to do that. Bit surprised by the all-out attack with nothing before. They have instants? What instants does this deck play? Eiganjo? Some sort of removal? Eiganjo. Oh, okay. How many basics do they run? I have 2 Field Rune already.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Let's see, I guess. Should I Google? Boros Convoke, average basic land count. Go to Goldfish, check some lists. Okay, well. Well, that's kind of brutal. Only 1 mountain that drew it. Oopsie. Feeling a bit bad about that, but hey, it's magic. I might still lose this game easily. They could just go land, and then I lose. And yeah, Get Lost looking pretty awful against a bunch of 1/1s. But my Anchorage is looking pretty nice against a bunch of 1/1s. Ooh. Okay, now I feel pretty good about this game. But hey, I haven't won yet by any means. Oh, man. That allows them to go 4/4, which is likely in their hand. I will kill the Frame Inspector here. Giving them Get Lost sucks, especially when they're missing land drops. But I'm not allowing a 4/4 here. Well, looks like Arena crashed. Alright, be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's go. Map tokens being cracked? Yes. Oh. So happy to see a non-land there. Ooh. A sneaky, sneaky land in the mana base you did not see, huh? Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky Anchorage. And we have 8 mana right now. I could even feasibly attack, but I think that's unnecessary. Alright. Yeah, I'll just Delusion Response. I could get lost. The epic. It's kind of tempting, honestly. I could also take Make Disappear Wandering Emperor. They have so many cards. I think I'm just gonna do this and actually kill the Epicure. I just really don't want them to make a land drop here. Yeah. I just really don't want them to make a land drop. Another Ornithopter, okay. Now I'm just gonna Verdict, I think. This is such a weird game. But yeah, I'm again denying the ability to make lands, just hoping they're stranded with 5 mana cards. Bunny. It's a 4/4 actually. I'm just gonna make disappear that. You know, if you can keep this, like, these map tokens don't do stuff when they don't have lands, right? So, yeah. I should have done this in my main phase in case I hit, like, land Teferi. Untapped land, I mean. I guess now I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, maybe this is fine as well. They're gonna go for reinforcements, yeah. Another Verdict. And Absorb. Again, just using the Verdict. Passing. Yep, discard a 4/4 as sort of expected. There's probably another one in hand. Giant Killer, sure. That one I'm not gonna absorb. Get Lost. And Shark Typhoon, I guess? Oh. Right. Maybe I should have taken the Get Lost, though, because the map tokens... like over the Shark Typhoon, because the map tokens will... Ah! Oh, damn it. Oh, so rude. Oh, yeah, I love it. Okay, kinda love it. Soul Partition, Get Lost, Out with You, Authority in. Dovin's Veto is pretty bad. It's Portable in. And then I guess I play some Get Lost for those 4/4s. And Absorb's also pretty bad, honestly. Wandering Emperor is pretty bad. Yeah. Where's my temporary lockdown? Where's my temporary lockdown? I mean, temporary lockdown is so nuts. Even against like all the tokens, it gets rid of them forever. It's just so much better than Portable Hole in this matchup still. Like, even if they bring in Destroy Evil, which is like the worst case scenario, some lists don't even play it. Even if they do that, you get rid of all the tokens likely, because they can't keep up 2 mana all the time, especially not turn 3 or whatever. So, and then they blow it up. Sure, they get a Frame Inspector, an Epicure, but they won't get the Gleeful tokens back. Alrighty. Yeah, I can work with this. Verdict is the best card, of course. Kinda want to mulligan to that if you don't have anything early on. Am I gonna take away the artifact here? It really it allows for the most broken draws, so yeah, I'm gonna take away the clue. It just buys me the most time. Okay. Definitely gonna keep up the change here, because I feel like they have a Gleeful. They kept the one lander after all, so... You know, to... Yeah, like, if you keep a one lander, your hand's gotta be good. So, I always think they probably kept Sacred Foundry, 1-drop, and Lethal. They have another 1-drop. That means 4/4's coming down next turn. Oof, double Anchorage. Now it's looking horrible. Tap land. I mean, I really couldn't have played this differently, could I? Otherwise, they would have already had like 1 million power in play. Oh wow, they don't have a 4/4. And I can Verdict. So they're just gonna go for reinforcements. If I go Hallowed Fountain, Shark, I certainly lose to a Recruiter at this point. Like, next turn Recruiter is gonna kill me. Recruiter is already 9. If they have reinforcements into Recruiter, I'm super dead. I guess I have Anchorage. They go... If I go to 9, they go reinforcements, attack me for 4. I go for 5, I go to 4. Then I Verdict, they have another reinforcements, I go to 2. Dicey, dicey, dicey. I think I'm gonna play the Anchorage here. And not, like, Shock. Like, this land really awkward at this point. Like, if this would have been a non-shockable land, I would have been pretty happy, because then I could have just deluged this turn. But I feel like the 2 life points are kind of important. Don't recruit me. Okay, no Recruiter is good. I also lose to Guardian of Faith now. I'm gonna blow up the Shepherd, I guess. And just hope this Verdict is gonna do me good. Portable. Okay. So that's 6. Could have Portable Hold the Blood. But shock myself for that. It seems kinda bad. Okay, glad I kept that Portable Hole. Alright, alright, alright. So I'm at... I think I'm just gonna Teferi minus, which seems kind of nuts, but I'm really worried about losing to Recruiter here. And, you know, I have so much card advantage. I think I'm okay doing that. And just sort of using that -3 pretty loosely, you could say. But just to save my ass. And it might just work. Ornithopter, okay. Playing it all out. Authority of the Consuls, a bit late to the party. Bit late to the party. Oh, that one's nice. Okay, I mean, I have Anchorage, Make Disappear. I'm feeling very comfortable with an Authority as well. This game's kind of locked at this point. Man, I mean, this blue-white list delivering at least here in the gold queue. Sort of, yeah, Authority. Portable Hole. Yeah, opponent just giving up. I mean, the writing's on the wall. I have the Anchorage. They might not even beat the Make Disappear. The Anchorage is already too strong. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, we've been winning. I think 4 Anchorage is a bit much. Just because, like, there's often going to be situations where you will have one, and like you have multiple, and you only need one, right? So like, it's more like a 2 off, I think, maybe. And put 1 Hall of Storm Giants in there, at least 1, okay? Yeah. Sort of my thoughts on that, and maybe like 1 Castle Ardenvale or 1 Castle Vantress to have something to do at instant speed. But yeah, otherwise, the Get Lost felt kind of decent. 4 copies a lot. I said that in the Blue-White Lotus Field video as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Authority of Consul, pretty aggressive. Portable, better than Temporary Lockdown? I don't think so. But you know, like, these are not the biggest differences. And yeah, overall, maybe Blue-White is just in a really nice position these days, huh? It's like people concentrating on Discovery combo and Convoke means less hate for Control. And Control is pretty good tools against both Convoke and Discovery. So it seems to be in a pretty nice meta spot. There will be the bannings, which are going to shake the format up even more. Likely going to ban the Discovery combo anyway, so that will disappear. And there will also be the regional championship in America this weekend. So yeah, more information coming out in terms of Pioneer there. Maybe Blue-White Control is going to be successful yet again there. We'll see. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And next video is surely going to be something, hopefully, that we can play now with some bans, or, you know, try lists that cards got banned and then maybe check if the deck is still playable. Or I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for watching as always. See you in the next one. Take care.